Hey, what's up, partner? In today's video, we're going to be doing a low fade. As you can see, the before and after right here. Stick around until the end of the video to see the final results. First, we're going to start with the Wahl Legend 5-star. I like using the number 1 first. There is different methods and different ways of doing this. I like to start with the number 1. I open up the guard. I do it from an open position and I start setting it up for me by going around the head. The way I set it up is by using guard size number 1. I utilize this so that it can be easier for me to guide myself while doing the low fade. Also, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, and comment below. Then you will be using the Wahl 5-star detailer, which is a trimmer also known as a 00 in size. 00 means pretty bald. So that you can better understand, a 00 is in between a shave and a 0. Also, while you're using the 00, you will be making sure you don't go too high in the lower part of your low fade. If you go too high, it will be extremely hard to fade it and keep it as a low fade. If you go too high, the low fade might become a mid fade or even a high fade. So be extra careful in this step. Maintain that 00 as low as possible. It is going to be higher than a taper but lower than the mid fade. Don't worry about it being a perfect line, it doesn't matter. It's going to be faded anyways. Then after you do that part, I like making the edges into a circular shape. Make sure to do it on both sides. And don't worry, like I mentioned earlier, about the line being too straight. Anyways, you will be fading it up. With this finger, as you can see, I'm fingering it. I'm showing you with a finger more or less how much you should be cutting and what area you should be targeting. You will be using the machine without the guard and opening it up so that it can have a nice cut and be able to start fading up that line that you initially made with the 00 machine. Little by little, that line starts disappearing. Basically works like steps. You gradually start fading all the way till you reach to the top until you see no lines at all. Right now you can still see lines, and as you're fading it up there, you're going to create more and more lines, but you have to focus in making sure you keep on erasing every line by increasing the sizes of the guards and by playing with the little stick on the machine, which is the lever. What I'm doing now is fading the beard so that it can make sure that it blends in very well. Not only is the low fade gonna look good, but the beard is gonna be nicely faded as well. You might still be able to see a little bit of the line caused with the 00, so that is when you will be using the lever to make the adjustments necessary to be able to erase the line and not have any lines on the haircut, and to make sure that it's nicely faded. This is very crucial when it comes to the low fade, especially when you start with a 00 in the bottom. The more bald the haircut is at the bottom area, the more fading and the more work it requires. Then we're going to be moving over back to the 1 again, which is the same one that we used earlier today, just to shape it up, but now you're going to be using it to fade it up. Agent Gaston. Don't worry, partner, your mid-fade tutorial is coming soon. And once you put the 1, you open up the lever, making it a longer cut. And you start fading it that way first, and then you gradually start lowering the lever as needed as you continue with the fade. You're going to be using the number 1 open, and open means that the lever will be leaving your hair longer. If the lever is closed or closer to the upper part of the machine, then it's going to be much shorter. You will continue doing this all around the head, making sure that you do the proper adjustments with the lever all the way around. Then you'll move over to the half guard. Some people call it the clips. The half guard, you're going to be going over the line that you left between the size 1 and the size 0 and the 00. In between all those, you're going to be using the half, making sure you fade up any lines that were left in between there. The half is an amazing guard that really does help out. Usually you have to buy these separately. The half and the 1.5, which we will be using later on, it's usually a white clip or a white guard. I also want to give out some shout outs to my partner, Randy Martinez. Thank you for your support, partner. Bernie Cano, the one that wanted me to make this low fade. Michael Robles, thank you for your help. All my partners that are law enforcement officers, Customs, Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office, and my partners from MPP. And for all the haters, there goes the bad finger for you, partners. Then you'll be using the 1.5 and you continue fading it up. As you can see, it's already starting to shape up, starting to look nice. At the beginning, of course, you see a lot of lines, but you're gradually fading it all the way up to where you're starting to see that low fade. The difference between a taper and a low fade is that the low fade is a little bit higher than the taper. Low fade is actually my favorite fade from them all. I'm also going to extend the shout outs to all the doctors, nurses, physician assistants, nurse practitioners, and all the medical staff out there helping out during this pandemic. All the military, thank you for your service, partners. Michael Castillo and his wife, Yasmin. Laura Ruedas. And last but not least, Kwiatkowski. Partner. Then you're going to be moving over to the guard size number 2. And you're going to keep on fading that last line that you're leaving on. At this point, you're starting to see what the low fade is going to basically look like. The final results are coming soon. Make sure to stick around to see the final results. Now we'll be using a size number 3. Don't forget that if you want to hear the Spanish version, I will be posting the link right above. On the right top corner will be the link to be able to see it in Spanish. Si quieres verlo en español, que no se te olvide, estará el link arriba en el lado derecho. Please let me know in the comment section below what you think about the haircut. What is your favorite haircut? And why is it your favorite haircut? Well, thank you for watching, partners. And stay tuned for more videos.